Hello, future engineers. There is a video in hydraulics, particularly on the topic hydrostatic pressure on plane and curved surfaces. I hope that through this video, your knowledge in hydraulics, your skills will be enhanced further. So here is the problem. A hemispherical bulge of 3 meters inward is as shown. Determine for the given dimensions, the magnitude and direction of the resultant force on the wall of the bulge, and check equilibrium of these forces when the level is at A, when water is full, when water comes to the top of the bulge, and C, water level up to the center of the bulge as shown in this figure here. The bulge is 3 meters in diameter. Take note this is hemispherical, so 1.5 meters in radius. So the projected area of this bulge is circular for levels A and B, and at level C it is now semicircular. So the location of the centroid should be uh, located importantly. While for the volume, by principle, we have this lower half, the volume to be considered which is upward because this is case 2 is volume above this curve up to the liquid surface. Now for the upper half, the vertical force is downward and it considers volume above the upper half. Therefore, the net upward force is the net uh, upward force is equal to the volume of the hemisphere, the weight of the volume of this hemisphere, which is 2/3 pi r cube. So let's draw the projected area so that as your guide so that I can explain and you will be able to follow the explanations also. So this is the location of the horizontal force Fh distance ESA VP. I'll call that ESA VP from the centroid of area, projected area along the plane of the plate along the plane of the projected area. Then because of symmetry, the center pressure is aligned. That's why it is below and Fh passes through that point. Likewise, Fv passes through the centroid of the hemisphere, which is 3/8 of the radius from the left. So Fh is specific weight of water, Hg area. Hg for part A is 2 plus half of 3, so 2 plus 1.5, so 3.5, and the area is the area of the circle, pi over pi, radius square, pi 1.5 square, and that's 2.25 pi square meters. So Fh is Fe on the other hand is specific weight times volume. Then this volume for parts A and B would be the volume of the hemisphere, which is 2/3 pi r cube. While for the Fv for part C is just half of the hemisphere, or it is a quarter hemisphere. So it is we divide Fv for parts A and B by 2, and that's Fv of part C. So Fh 9.81 times 3.5 area pi 1.5 square. So Fh is equal to 242.7 kilonewtons in that direction. Then Fv is volume specific weight of water times volume of hemisphere. Volume of hemisphere 2/3 pi 1.5 cube, and that is equal to 69.343 kilonewtons. So F therefore can now be solved. It is square root of Fh 242.7 square plus 69.343 square, and that is equal to 252.4 kilonewtons. Then the direction of this F is inverse tangent of 69.343 over 242.7, and the force is directed up to the left in this case, making an angle of theta with the horizontal. So this theta is with the horizontal inverse tangent of 69.343 over 242.7, and that's 15.95 degrees. Now, to check that this horizontal components of the force pass through the center of the circular arc, that's the principle. So the moment of the resultant about that point is sum of moments of its components, so it should be zero. So let's solve for ESA VP first. ESA VP is IGX. Sine theta is, because the projection is vertical, so that's just 1, divided by area HG. So it reduces to, this is 3/8 of R, 3/8 of uh, 1.5 is 9/16 meter, the distance of FV from the vertical line through the center of the circular surface of the hemisphere. So ESA VP equals diameter square over 16 Hg. This is from IGX pi over 64 diameter to the fourth. Sine theta is just 1 because the projection is vertical, divided by area of circle pi over 4 diameter square, then Hg. So that's why it reduces to this formula. Don't be surprised that that's the formula. So substitute 3 square over 16 times Hg, and Hg is 3.5, equals 9 over 56 meter, and we have 9 over 16. So moment about C, treating moment due to FH as clockwise positive. So 242.7 times ESA VP, which is 9 over 56, minus FV 69.343 times 9 over 16. And that's almost zero. So that's okay. We already checked that these answers are correct. Let's proceed to B. FH is 9.81. HC this time is 1.5. Distance from water surface to centroid. Then area is the same, 104.014 kilonewtons. FV is the same, 69.343 kilonewtons. So F is square root of 104.014 square plus 69.343 square, and F is equal to 125.0 kilonewtons. Now for the angle, inverse tangent of 69.343 over 104.04, and that's 104.014 rather, it is 33.69 degrees. Then we proceed to part C. Part H is 4r over 3 pi. The projected area is semicircular, so Hg is 4r over 3 pi. So is a VP for, uh, let's check equilibrium rather, 16 square, diameter square over 16 times Hg 1.5, so it's 3/8. So moment about C is uh, 104.014 times 3/8 minus FV 69.343 times 9 over 16, and that's also zero, almost zero. And finally, part C, FH is 9.81, 4R, 4 times 1.5 over 3 pi area, pi r square over 2, area of semicircle, and that's 22.0725 kilonewtons. FV is now half of 69.343, and that's 34.6715 kilonewtons. So F equals square root of 22.0725 square plus 34.6715 square, and that is equal to 41.10 kilonewtons. And theta that F makes with horizontal inverse tangent of 34.6715 over 22.0725, and that's 57.52 degrees. Then let's check equilibrium by solving E sub VP. E sub VP equals um, IGX this time is 0.1098, half of through the centroid. So point EVP is 0.1098 diameter to the fourth over area pi over 8 diameter square. Then Hg. So IGX this time is, in terms of radius, it is equal to 0.1098 radius to the fourth. I hope that you know that. Centroidal moment of inertia of semicircle with respect to axis parallel to its diameter, divided by area, which is pi over 2 radius square, then Hg. Sine theta is just 1. So it reduces to 0.0699 r square over Hg. For those who are new to my channel, you may verify this in my derivation. Of course, you can find this in the first part of the topic, principles on hydrostatic pressure on surfaces, plane surfaces. You can find the derivations there for other plane areas also. So substituting, EVP is 0.0699, 1.5 square over 4r over 3 pi, and that is equal to 0.24705 meters. Then we sum up moment about C. The moment arm of FH is 4r over 3 pi plus this is a VP, while the moment arm of FV, which is 34.6715, is the same, 9 over 16. So MC is 22.0725 times quantity for R over 3 pi plus 0.24705 minus 34.6715 times 9 over 16, and that's also almost zero. So that checks that all these answers are correct.